They're moving now. Time to fight them. I'm gonna.
Oh, I saw someone.
How did I miss?
Hey guys, welcome back to Crawl Unchained. So today I'm making another fight breakdown video. I really like making those, and my goal here is just to try and help new players learn how to fight in the game and maybe improve their PvP skills in the game, maybe teach them a few strategies here and there. Now, the fight that you're about to watch, a lot of mistakes were made. A lot of mistakes were made. Some by Sparky, my partner in this match, and some by myself. Some by both. But anyway, while rewatching the footage, it became clear to me that, you know, things could have gone a lot different than they did, and we should have approached the whole situation completely differently, and we would have gotten better results. And so that's what I'm here to break down for you guys. So I'm just gonna let the fight play out exactly as it did, adding a few comments here and there, but at the end of this I'm going to replay some of the clips, and then I'm going to break it down piece by piece and tell you what we should have done instead of what we did, and hopefully this will help you improve your PvP skills in the game. So yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys in a sec.
Yeah, let's do this.
So we're gonna try and sail behind them. Like, we don't want to be on their broadside.
Okay.
We don't want to be stupid about this. Make sure you don't go into their broadside.
Here. There. They're
yeah, they're shooting someone else. Oh no, they're fighting the
no,
Skelly Galley.
They're trying to activate it so the skeleton ship comes after us.
It won't. It's gonna come after them.
They just dropped anchor.
Okay, hang on. Turn to the right, and we'll get a shot. Yeah, turn to the right.
What idiots! Actually, no. Oh, actually, yeah. They just raced to, I think.
I'm gonna chain shot them.
Oh no. Whoa.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm gonna board these idiots.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna die.
I messed up.
What did you do? I'm repairing. They harpooned us. Yeah, we're on their broadside. That's not good, man.
Try to snipe them. Try to snipe them. Try to snipe them.
I can't snipe them. I have a pistol.
Switch to a sniper. Quick. I just boarded the skeleton ship. Killed somebody. Can't take that. Oops. I Wait, are we sinking?
Not yet, but we might.
I just pressed my Windows tab by accident.
Oh shit, they got our mast.
Dang it. Where's... Get it raised.
I am. They're still on fire, so that's good.
You gonna repair it? Are you?
Okay, good. Hang on.
Drop it.
Yeah, I drop it.
Turn the other way. Why is my slope?
Hang on, I'm still repairing.
Now closed. And now they're being attacked. They're idiots. Man, their whole boat's on fire. We're about to crash. No.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh my goodness. Let's just, okay, this time, let me shoot. Or no?
Well, we're turning too much. Okay, they're gonna be on the right side. Right side.
Okay. Almost done right there. Drop the sail.
No, I'm gonna shoot them.
Oh, so fuck.
We're not going fast enough.
Fucking move.
What are you doing?
Trying to get behind them.
Okay, good.
What do you mean, Mom? Trying to help me.
Oh, too much. I can't get a shot right now.
Yes, now you have a shot. Yeah, I'm watching. For borders.
Oh yeah. I saw someone.
Don't worry. They missed.
Oh, they missed. Yeah.
How did they miss? How? That's the Sloop game.
How the fuck did they get the anchor? I don't even see them.
I shot with the freaking blunderbuss. It's not on.
Oh, it's the skeleton ship that got our anchor. That sucks, man. Come on. What the fuck?
I shot them with the. I shot that area with the blunderbuss. No way.
Why the fuck is the skeleton ship shooting us?
I'm just wondering how the blunderbuss didn't even. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I am. I'm repairing the boat, but we're
Did you kill
damaged.
it?
I didn't kill anyone.
Somebody
I didn't
boarded
see
the ship.
anyone on the ship.
But there was. They moved the ship. Watch for trumpets. Okay, I'm on the game. It's after us. This is so stupid. I'm coming back to these idiots. I broke our freaking wheel. Stupid skeleton ship.
I don't understand why it's after us right now. It doesn't make any sense to me.
We're a bunch of idiots. They're scared to fight us. Yeah, I'm turning around because their whole boat's on fire. Take the wheel, Get the wheel. Don't get the wheel. Don't even shoot the skeleton ship.
No. I'm going back at them though.
I'm
Well, they're starting to control that fire now. Oh no, it's worse now. What the hell did they do?
They're idiots. We just blunder bombed them and just firebombed them way too many times. They can't control it now, I guess. What? I'll
You can give me a shot. I can probably shoot them from here.
If it's a chain shot, there's no way.
No, not a chain shot.
Perfect. This is perfect.
I want to know. Am I close? Oh, fuck it. Gonna chain shot you bastards. Oh yeah, good idea, turn. Shit. I'm repairing. What the hell did you do? Yeah, there's someone on our boat now. They got our mast and everything. What? Where are you? I got the border, but things are not looking good for us, man. Oh, great. turning. Gonna try and cut them off. I'm not gonna go directly into their broadside. I'm not that stupid. I can see them on the map, so. We might actually be questing at that island. All their sails are up and everything. Oh, they're keeping their broadside at me. But they're trying anyway. Yeah, they're definitely trying. Fire is gonna be my friend here. I don't like that this island is right there. It's fucking. Not good. I might sink there. Oh yeah, I sunk. Well, if any of you can hear me, well played, guys. Well played. I was only doing that for fun. I had fun. If you guys can hear me, well played, guys. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching that fight, even though it kind of ended in a disaster. So anyway, I just want to say here that I hope that this video and this fight serves as a testament and as proof that when you're in a team, if you don't really work as a team, then things can get messy, because, you know, it happened a lot in this video. So that being said, let's just move on to the breakdown, shall we? Alright, so when we first approached them, my original idea, what I thought we were gonna do, was to stop behind them, turn to allow us to shoot, and then shoot all three of their masts, set their boat on fire, and then drill them full of holes. That was my original plan, that was my intention. Now, I had already told Sparky not to go into their broadside, and I told him to turn right so that I could shoot. So I just assumed that Sparky was going to raise the sail and stop us behind the ship, but I guess that's not what he understood when I said turn right. Anyway, he got us into their broadside, so I switched from chain shots to fire, because then you know, I needed to cause chaos. I needed to set their top deck on fire to try and minimize the damage that they could do to us. But then Sparky left the boat to try and board. He failed and then went ahead and boarded the skeleton ship, which was also a terrible move on his part because that pissed off the skeleton ship towards us. I mean, the skeleton ship was going to attack us too now. So that was a bad thing. So it was just a series of bad moves on our part, which got us in a very tough situation, which the only reason why we recovered was because the skeleton ship was there, keeping the player galleon busy. Now, rewatching this, I came up with just a completely different plan that we should have tried instead. There were two of us. If I was solo, it's not the same thing, but there were two of us, and Sparky really loves to board ships, so I should have taken advantage of that. So we should have stopped much further, maybe maximum cannon range from the player galleon, and we should have shot one of us to the galleon to try and board them. Now obviously Sparky likes to board, so it probably would have been him. Now his mission would have been to board the galleon, maybe kill a few guys, maybe set the boat on fire, but more specifically, like the main target would have been the anchor. If he could have dropped their anchor, then they can't turn to face us. So that just makes it easier for us to stay behind them, to shoot them and do all the damage that we want. Now, depending on how good those players are on the galleon, maybe we can spawn camp them until we can get enough damage done to sink them. But if they're good enough that they manage to kill Sparky, then at least Sparky managed to drop their anchor and gets a better idea how many players are on board. Sometimes it's not a full crew. You know, we would have gathered data and we would have caused chaos. We would have scared them. We would have put them into panic mode, into defense mode, and you know, chances are the anchor would have been dropped because they were busy with the Skelly Galleon, which it's worth gold when your target is busy with a Skelly ship. That's worth gold, and we failed to take advantage of that. So yeah, the proper strategy should have been to try and board them, drop their anchor, set their deck on fire, and potentially kill some of them, and then make our approach and cause real damage. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a thing or two here. I know I did. I know what I'm going to do next time this situation presents itself. Alright, moving on. So here, right after we passed the rock and started heading back towards the player galleon, I noticed that we were at a good distance, safe distance actually. So we had a good shot on them. Those shots would have been easy to make at that distance because the galleon is a big target, and we would have been harder to hit for them because the sloop is not that easy of a target to hit at long range. And the galleon was busy with the skeleton galleon, which just gave us the best opportunity possible to just circle them from that distance and just fire at them non-stop. Now, I failed to communicate my intentions with Sparky again, and so that was my first mistake. And my second mistake was to not give Sparky what he asked for. He asked to do the cannons, and he was busy. Well, when he asked me, he was busy repairing, and I thought it was taking too long, so I just hopped on the cannon, which made Sparky hop back on the wheel. And when Sparky got back in control of the ship, he had a completely different idea of what we should do. He got us way too close to the galleon. Yeah, sure, we got a shot, but we were way too close. We were in the middle of the fight between the two galleons. We gave the skeleton galleon some good shots on us, which could have been avoided. And the players, they sent 3 out of 4 to board us. Now 2 of them failed, 1 of them succeeded, and he got killed by the skeleton galleon, which was just a strike of luck for us. But that same cannonball that knocked him off killed Sparky. So we once again were in a bad situation, a bad spot, and it was because of the lack of communication between me and Sparky. I had a plan that could have worked, but we failed to make it happen, and a big part of that is my fault because I failed to communicate that plan, and I should have stayed on the wheel so that I could put my plan into action. If I'm on the wheel, I'm in control, and I can make things happen the way I want to. Now, I let Sparky do the wheel, and it got us into that situation. So we both have our faults in that one, and I take the part of responsibility that's mine. Anyway, again, this is a learning experience. We're here to learn. If this situation happens again, I'm going to stay on the wheel, I'm going to let Sparky shoot, and things should go much differently. Moving on. Alright, so for the boarding scene, I don't feel like I did anything wrong here. As soon as I heard the splash sound effect, I knew I was getting boarded, so I started to look at my ladders. I couldn't see anyone from the top, so I went down and started jumping on the edge of my boat so that I could get a better view. I saw one of the boarders, and I got a shot on him before he reached the top. I mean, I don't feel like I could have done anything better at that point. The one thing, oh, sorry about that. The one thing I feel like, I mean, I got really lucky when the second boarder started throwing blunder bombs at me. I wasn't getting full damage from those blunder bombs because he was hitting my mast and he was hitting the floor right in front of me. So if he had hit me with those bombs, I would have gotten full damage and I would have died. And the only reason why I didn't die is because he wasn't hitting me with those bombs. He was hitting in front of me and he was hitting my mast. So I only got a little bit of the splash damage from it, and that allowed me to recover, like heal myself and keep fighting and eventually kill him. I don't feel like I could have done anything better during that fight. I'm satisfied with my performance. But, you know, if there's one advice I can give you guys is when you're throwing blunder bombs, try to throw them at the player, not directly in front of him. Even if you miss, he's still going to get some of the splash damage, but try to aim for him. And the second thing is learn to recognize the splash sound effect that people make when they grab onto your ladder. And you can practice this just by jumping in the water yourself and grabbing your own ladder and paying attention to the sound that you're making as you grab it, or ask one of your friends to jump in the water and to grab the ladder of your boat and pay attention to the sound that he makes when he climbs up the ladder. That's how you're going to recognize boarders. That's how you're going to detect boarding attempts on your ship, and this is going to save your life. That's all I have to say here. Moving on. Alright, so as I let this last scene play out, I'm just gonna say here that the way that these guys set up in the middle of two islands like that, I don't know if this was intentional on their part, but it was. If it was, then it was a hell of a smart move. The way they positioned themselves didn't give me much room to breathe. It didn't allow me to circle them at a safe distance at all, because it would just send me on a collision course with an island. So it kind of forced me to get close to them so that I could go in between them and the island, but then that put me in the danger zone. And so I was forced to either go at a distance where shots are almost impossible because we're too far, or go on a collision course with an island, or get into the danger zone, which is close to them. And yeah, after seeing that, I told myself, man, if the roles are ever reversed and I'm ever in the crew, and we're being chased by a sloop crew that knows what they're doing, this is something that I might actually do myself to deal with the situation. You know, position your boat in the middle of two islands. That way you're limiting the amount of room that or the maneuverabilities that the sloop can do. So yeah, that was a smart move on their part. Now, the only thing that I feel like I could have done, let's just scratch everything else and get to the point where they hit my mast. All right, so I'm broadsiding them, which is a bad thing. And you know, I kind of realized a little bit too late that that island was in the way, and you know, once I realized that, I just went with the flow and told myself, okay, well, I'm already in a bad spot, might as well just try and make the best of it, right? So I start to shoot fire bombs at them. They hit my mast. Now, my first reaction was to go and get my mast back up. I want to get back on the move, but at that point, you know, I'm already taking too much damage. What I feel like I should have done to increase my chance of survival was to just keep shooting and try to shoot at their gunners. Okay, I should have tried to shoot at their gunners to maybe kill them or knock them off the boat. That could have given me the little breather that I needed to fix my mast, but instead of that, I stopped shooting and I went for my mast, and that gave them all the time in the world to just finish me right there. Now, they also sent a border at me. I feel like I dealt with that border as beautifully as anyone could hope. I made real quick work of that guy, and I'm really happy with that. But you know, there was too much to handle all at once, and I don't feel like me being alone at that point gave me much chance to survive. So yeah, that was a very good play on their part, and I actually learned from it, and I'm hoping that you guys also learned from this. So that being said, I'm just gonna tell you guys to have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.